The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Again, they'll run with Freeman. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether you're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you've got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice gain.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On play action, Winston to the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, Freeman. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They've already gone for it and made it once on this opening drive. They're going to try it again on 4th down. Jameis to throw it. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. And the seemingly endless drive continues. This on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Newton on 1st down. And his first pass is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Back to throw, Newton. Flushed out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now Newton on 1st down. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. If there was one area that the coach emphasized in our pregame meeting, it was red zone offense.
In a sense I got from it, and I think you did as well, they weren't real happy with how they were executing previously, so they put a lot of time and effort into it because getting points is paramount. Doesn't matter what you do otherwise, don't leave the red zone without putting points on the board. So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now it's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine, I marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Owens. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A good pickup there at 22. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Freeman again. And some room to maneuver. And I think the ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a second down throw for Winston. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Derek Rivers coming in from his outside linebacker spot. He buries him for a loss of 10 or 11. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Off the play fake, Winston. He sets to fire deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there, for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play it worked for big yardage.
They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. 2nd and goal to go now. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Freeman. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
So out come the Chargers. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On first down, it's Newton. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. First down now, but that clock rolling. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. Cam trying to rally his guys to the line as quick as he can. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a first down throw for Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
For conventional football 101 tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. Final play of the half here, Winston. Going for the deep ball. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. He hits White, complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
The The Chargers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Off the toss, Cohen. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And Elliott puts this one through. And that'll bring him back within 4. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Now Jameis on 2nd down. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On 3rd down, Winston. And he comes back with one complete. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Back now in Los Angeles. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Winston now from the 50. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Owens. 18 big yards on that one and a Denver first.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Second down, Winston. Oh, no, he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd down following the run. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, Newton. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. They fake the give. Newton. Right side, Davis. Davis fighting. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll run it now out of the gun. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Winston now. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
I want to take your role, partner, but up in the 4th quarter and going for it on 4th down and picking it up. How about that?
A big chance. That's why football is not for the faint of heart. Shift together here from the D-line. Running right, this is Freeman. And he is knocked down from the side. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Play action now. Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the 2nd sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's out of bounds, able to get it up right near the 25 to the 24. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. He's back to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down. In motion right is Aguilar. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. In motion right is Aguilar. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. We're still in search of the first down after that last completion. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. And he motions the wide receiver. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So the Broncos coming out now. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immensely.